G'day and welcome to this week's FriBaT, Friday Beers and Tools. It was very American of me. This week we're going to review another Tassie beer. Got this thing about Tassie, haven't I? This is a Cascade Premium Light. It's a lager and it is from Hobart in Tasmania. Happy Friday. Nice lager. I think I mentioned this once before. In Australia, a light beer is not light calories as they are in America. Light means light alcohol. Cascade Premium Light is a 2.4% alcohol, and a stubby is 0.7 of a standard drink. So you can have a couple when you're going somewhere. It's a very nice, easy drinking beer. It's a nice crisp lager. One of my go-tos if I'm going out to dinner and still driving, I'll have one of these with dinner. It's very nice with steak. I always seem to say that, don't I? Beer does go well with steak. Goes with fish, seafood, all sorts of things. It's just a really nice, easy drinking light beer. Interestingly, the Cascade brewery, which I'll put a picture of here, in Hobart, dates back to 1824. They started brewing in Tasmania, so it's a very old brewery, and they make a damn fine drop. What do I give this beer out of my Spanner score? I do like good quality light beers. Those will remember I've reviewed another Tassie light beer, which is the James Bogue Premium Light. It's another very nice beer, probably slightly above this one for my taste. But this one's still a solid 4 Spanners out of 5. Nice beer. Alrighty. Coming back to my original plan of reviewing a small cheap tool and then a larger, more expensive tool. This week I'm reviewing this Amazon purchased, and even with marks on it because I've already used it once, Atlaster brand Tri-Alloy parts cleaning brush, very stiff bristle. As I mentioned, purchased this off Amazon. I find it very hard to find good quality parts cleaning brushes. They usually are, using paint brushes. Generally the bristles aren't stiff enough to use as parts cleaning brushes, and they often fall apart, especially when using degreaser or petrol, which you shouldn't use but still is one of the best cleaners, gasoline. So finding a decent parts brush is no mean feat. I found this on Amazon and I thought I'd give it a go. This was a whole $19 delivered from Amazon US. Although of course for Amazon Prime members you have to spend $49 Australian to get free delivery. What a shame I had to buy something else to go with it. I usually batch things so that I could get that $49 minimum and then free delivery. What can I tell you about the Atlaster brand Tri-Alloy brush? This one is just a handheld brush. It looks very similar to a lot of the parts cleaner brushes in your parts cleaner units, and in fact they make a version which has a hose coming out the end and is hollow down the center, so that the parts cleaner degreaser or fluid, whatever you're using, it actually flows out through the bristles. I don't have a parts cleaner yet. I will have one in my retirement shed. I just don't have space for one at the moment. It's 9.75 inches long, so it's a decent length. It's got a really nice grip on it, getting in and really giving things a good scrub, and it only weighs 4.3 ounces. For once I don't have that in metric, so I'll put it up here. There is a soft tip version. This is a very, very firm bristle. The soft tip version by the same company is used for auto detailing, It looks exactly the same handle, it just has very soft bristles, and I'll put a picture of it here. Haven't got one of them yet, probably will buy one. It's quite handy. And as I mentioned, they do make a hollow with pipe version for parts cleaners, and it's called the Oriflow. It's slightly longer at 10.25 inches and slightly about the same weight, and it retails for $32. The auto detailing one I think was about $22. I'll put links in the description for those three if you need a good quality parts cleaning brush or auto detailing brush. I've used it once, it's very good. I don't know how it's going to hold up, but apparently it's a very good brand, made in USA. Tony, that'll be of particular interest to you. So yeah, so far very impressed, and for $19 delivered, pretty good value. I expect it's going to last for quite a while. Rightio, I've been talking about it for a while, but I've finally got myself the granddaddy of Makita impact wrenches. This is the DTW1002, or more affectionately known in the trade as the wrist breaker. This thing is a monster. It has the ability to produce 1600 Newton meters of nut busting torque. It's got to be painful. It's very heavy bit of kit. It is Makita, made in Japan, not in China. A lot of the Makita products are now made in China. The bare tool, without the already reasonably heavy 5 ampere-hour battery, weighs 3.7 kilos, which is about 130 ounces, I think, from memory. It is brushless, it's got the BL written on there, but it is a solid bit of kit. This is the 1/2 inch drive version. There is a 3/4 drive as well. Exactly the same motor, same body, etc., just a different size drive. So because 3/4 inch is not exactly common unless you're trucks and things like that, I would rather use an adapter for if I needed to do 3/4 stuff. This is more versatile for me than a 3/4 would be. It has the standard Makita forward and reverse switch and locking, trigger lock, and the Makita light when operated. At the front, instead of the normal battery indicator, Makita have now changed their design and put in this is where you control the 3-speed gearbox. The 3 gears provide 2200 impacts per minute, 2000 impacts per minute, and 1800 impacts per minute, with a max tightening torque on the lowest setting of 1000 Newton meters, which is bloody amazing. The second setting 500 Newton meters, and on the third setting 300 Newton meters. So this is a very powerful tool. As you can see, trying to hold it steady, it's almost impossible. It's got that much starting torque. What's it worth? $459 Australian is the cheapest that I could find it in Australia. Purchased this one from Sydney Tools, and yeah, there's a little bit of discounting going on, but $459 seems to be the cheapest price. I'd be interested to know, Tony, how much you can get them for in the States. DTW1002, I'll try and find the American equivalent number for you. Makita LXT tools now come with a 3-year warranty, although they have just started advertising in Australia. They will bump that up to 5-year warranty if you register the tool online, and that's a relatively new thing in Australia. Its dimensions, it's 229 millimeters long, 91 millimeters wide, I guess, and 289 millimeters tall, and that is without the battery. I'm using a 5 ampere hour Makita battery, a generic branded battery, which are also new to me. They were also from Amazon, Vanon brand. Have not used it yet. Kind of scared of it, not really. They are known as the wrist breakers. I do have fairly delicate electronics technician wrists. I can hear my mechanic mates laughing at me. Great for doing wheel nuts and the bigger sized nuts and studs. This is the big daddy. This one should replace most of my or my big air impact wrench. I don't know what the torque is on it. It's pretty gutsy. It's a Blue Point or Snap-on brand, and I've had it for quite a while, thanks Stu. But this one, I really like having cordless tools, and this is the big daddy of them all for me. This is the pinnacle for me of the Makita line. Value for money. On my beer score, let me think about this for a second. On my beer score, value for money at $459 delivered, mind you. Let's go with 4 out of 5 beers for value. It's a lot of money to spend on a single tool. I've been collecting tools for a long time now, and of course once I retire and I'm not on a good wage anymore, collecting tools will become a thing of the past. For a guy starting out, it's a lot of money to spend on a single tool. Do you need it? Depends on what you're doing. A mechanic type workshop would get a lot of use out of this, and being Makita with that 5-year guarantee, that's actually not bad. $459 is not bad value in that case. For a guy starting out in a home workshop, there are cheaper versions. I've even noted that on eBay now there are exactly identical to Makita brand brushless motors even. I bought a little one which I may show you in a upcoming episode, which was like $50. Nowhere near the torque of this monster, of course, but still $50 as opposed to $459, that's a massive difference. For functionality, I fully expect this will be a 5 out of 5 for functionality, because it is such a monster. The nut busting torque alone at 1600 Newton meters is phenomenal. So yeah, it's an easy 5 out of 5 for functionality. Rightio, well that's it for this week's FriBaT. Not a very long one. I always say that and then I edit it and go, oh, it's about the same length as the other ones. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Please share it if you know of somebody who might be in the market for any of these tools. Very nice, cheap version to be able to add to your collection as well. Let me know if there's something that you are thinking about buying. If I've got it, I'll do a review for you. If I haven't got it, I might buy it, if I need it, of course. But let me know in the comments. I really appreciate the comments. Getting close to the magic 200 subscribers number now, so that's terrific. Thank you very much for your support. Anyway, as always, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next Friday. Cheers.